Hey, do a little garden update while I'm up here harvesting some stuff for dinner. Whew. Beautiful evening. Sunny, I need my sunglasses. So the straw, here's some currants looking pretty good. Kind of hard to film, but currants are all doing really well. There's strawberries along these swales that have some actual strawberries. Tons of flowers on these comfrey. These elderberry flowers are just about to open up. Raspberries just finished flowering, I think. Still some petals left on that guy. Else got some potatoes, onions. There's a strawberry in there as well. Potatoes. These are gumi berries that are developing. Potatoes all along here popping up. June berries. Haven't checked on these recently, but some. It's very early for figs, but I know there are, I think, a couple figs developing somewhere. The bee balm flowering. Hop across this swale. Here's a cicada, a molted cicada. This rhubarb's flopping over, another rhubarb. Artichoke. Some stuff in here and some stuff in these two beds. A couple days ago I put in a few more things in here, some bell peppers. I'm gonna harvest some of these greens in a little bit. Some radish over there, potatoes, fennel out of control, some more peppers, onions. These flowers are looking very nice. This is Dame's Rocket, which is sort of weedy, but the flowers are actually really nice, like a very sweet floral broccoli. Very pretty. Sort of choking out my blueberry here, but it's alright. Blueberry's getting enough light. They're really nice. It's like honeysuckle-like floral flavor. Not really spicy like broccoli, but more strawberries. This is a salsify. It's closed up for the day. Nanking bush cherries, just freaking loaded. Autumn olive, which is always a little behind gumi. Yeah, this is still flowering even. These jujubes have never fruited, but I'm optimistic this year they will. Here's a gumi loaded. This one is like almost, by the time these ripen, it'll be drooping quite a bit more. More potatoes, some morning glory climbing up them. Potatoes. This is the one pawpaw that's doing really well. Put in some American hazelnuts, and 3 of them. This is the only one that's, someone was digging here, some critter, but this guy's at least like sprouting a bit. The other 2 aren't doing so well. Oops. Some nice daisy. Don't know exactly. I think it's just like the common daisy. Don't know what exact variety that is. What is this? I forget the name of this. Some brassica thing, but it's past developing seed pods now. And this is Dame's Rocket again. Don't know what that is, but lots of flowers, currants. Man, these guys smell amazing. Tons of, I guess these are gooseberries, but tons on this guy. My goodness. Another potato, and there's another potato like here somewhere. Yeah, I need to give that guy a little more light. Potato, Ailanthus, Gumi again. Some of these Gumis are a little spindly, but tons of fruit. Asparagus is one of my objectives. I haven't looked at this recently, but I'm hoping I can find some short ones to harvest still. I mean, yeah, there's some, but they're getting to be a little tall, so that might be a no-go. And they're flopping over, which is always a challenge. I need to like put some string or some supports in here. So maybe a no-go on the asparagus. Some tomatoes in here. Raspberries. There's a bee visiting the raspberry flowers. More gooseberries. This is a jostaberry, gooseberry. Man, look at that guy. These are raspberries, blackberries all flowering. Gumi, 3 Gumis here, all loaded. Blueberry. This one just finished flowering. Fruits are just starting to form. Daylily, French sorrel, red vein sorrel. These blueberries are all looking nice. 6 here, and then 3 on the swale, and 5 more. But they're all looking pretty good. Still very early for them. There's strawberries all scattered in here. I've probably lost some of the strawberries, but that one's a little wonky looking. But they're all slowly but surely putting on fruit. What else up here? This patch is kind of a mess, but that's all right. Currant, another gooseberry guy, Nanking, apple, big apple, 2 more apples. It's sunny. Blackberries. And this is the male hardy kiwi, which is finally putting on some new growth to replace when it came in the male. All the I probably had to pluck off the old growth and let the new get some more light. These 2 other female hardy kiwis are doing much better. This one's still pretty low. This one's starting to climb up. I just put in today. Got 1 scarlet runner bean. Put in 2 more of those. And then some, well, these other guys don't look good, but some Malabar spinach. But they're not looking real happy. Soil's still wet, but shocked from the move earlier today. This is Apios americana, American groundnut. I don't know what this guy is. I think it's just amaranth. It looks real nice. So yeah, Apios americana and Welsh onion in the front. Goji berry, grape. This guy's got like a tiny bit of growth on the right side and a bunch on the left, and he's finally about to cling onto the wire. This is the one grape that like had to start from scratch. So he'll be a while before he gets up to the top. Another grape. Strawberries in here, no fruit though. Oh, well, I guess there is. It'll be a bit of a challenge as this stilt grass, now that it's starting to do its thing. Hard to ensure the strawberries get light. Anyway, the grapes are all doing great. Honeyberry, that's a fucking nice honeyberry. One's about ready too. Pretty nice. Like a, not quite as sweet as a blueberry, but otherwise very similar. This vetch is in here, but these honeyberries are like, I didn't realize, but pretty much ready to go. You want them to get a little more like blue. Look at this new growth. This one thing is all from this year, from the ground all the way up. That as well. You can kind of tell pretty clearly like what's new versus old. Anyway, I gotta maybe tomorrow or fairly soon harvest some more of those. It's a pokeweed. They're pretty though and have nice flowers later on. There's a black currant. Another gooseberry. More honeyberries. Tomorrow I'm gonna have to like do a, that one's like purple. Good. You gotta search a bit, which is actually kind of good, because if the fruits were like super obvious, I feel like the birds would get to them that much easily. Grape, grape, grape. So yeah, the grapes are all doing quite well. Have to like keep up with their growth, and they don't seem to like want to attach to the string. Kind of just like near, but not actually twining. Here it is twining around the post. So it's gonna be a management chore to keep them going in the right direction. Grapes all in here. Not grapes, sorry, strawberries. What else? This is kind of the forgotten corner for now. Currant, Jerusalem artichoke, which there are too many of those. It's a honeyberry I've kind of forsaken. Needs a little love, or a lot of love. Another honeyberry with white fruit, so that one's way behind. Juneberry. Is there another Juneberry in here? I guess not. Honeyberry, honeyberry, Juneberry, Juneberry. This one's, here's another cicada thing. This one's in like maybe a little bit too much shade. No sign of fruits on that guy. Here's a honeyberry that, or sorry, Juneberry. I'm out of it. I'm just tired and not talking real good right now. These daisies, pretty. Pawpaw. Yeah, that would be down low was one pawpaw, and then this guy. They're really pretty. The leaves are. Juneberry, vetch, daisy. These three persimmons are doing really well. Some grapes that I'm trying to kill. Persimmon. Some of those leaves look a little weird. It's been dry. Yeah, he looks not great. This fig's looking really good. Although I probably need to cut back some of this comfrey because it's just like out of control. Sorry guys. Alright, not the right tool for the job, but yeah, comfrey's encroaching a bit. Bees don't like that. Well, the bees love it, but yeah. Comfrey is really pretty. Honeyberries in here again. Some Egyptian walking onion. One, yeah, this is the one. Raspberries, some strawberries. Very small strawberries. This is the one Egyptian walking onion that's contemplating walking. Here's, well, one top set starting to form that'll eventually flop over. They're not doing great. There's another bunch doing okay. Yes. Some of the wild flowers in the swales are starting to come to life. I don't know the names very well. I need to learn them. Guess that's it. So, lots of stuff. Mostly happy. That's a pretty good, decent sized strawberry. Guess the only I want to, so we turned these 3 beds into 2. I've got maybe like 1, 2, 3, 5. I could put like 4 or 5 more squash plants in this one and then be done. For sure planted a whole lot less annual stuff this year. These 2 beds are basically unplanted. That's a radish. I'm gonna walk in here real quick. There are tons of radish in that 3rd bed. Maybe I had a, well, here's some eggplant I planted recently, basil, Thai basil, a bunch of lettuce. Oh, there's some other stuff in the middle there. Peppers. These are the radish. Maybe I will. Some mint. Well, here's, now that I just pulled that guy up, it's a small radish. I'll take some of those back. Not a huge fan of radish. Peppers. And again, like potatoes, some radish. There's some arugula in here. Not much though, it didn't do real well. It's like one of my favorite weedy leafy greens, lamb's quarters. Which is like better than, I don't know, better than all like store-bought greens, I would say, at this stage. Here's the one arugula growing in the aisleway. Just gonna let him go to seed since there's only one. This is like all violet. Couple onions, like a dead, couple dying onions. This is another like perennial arugula, or was it Diplotaxis something? It's like a super spicy arugula. It's good though, but I might let that also go to seed. Radish flowers are actually really nice. Tastes like radish, but as a flower. And I don't know how this potato got here. I did not plant a potato there. Maybe like raking in the winter, I raked some deer. Yeah, not sure how a potato ended up there. So maybe I might actually harvest some lamb's quarters. Because there's tons, this is all lamb's quarters and it's pretty choice at this stage. Whoa. There's some, well, many mistakes made on location and sighting of stuff. That strawberry actually gets like good late day sun, but otherwise is way too shady. This beach plum is like way too tight with these two Nanking. A little better spacing for this beach plum. And then this aronia. Is it a bee? What are you doing, bee? Is it a dead bee? Hello? He's alive. Huh. What am I hearing? What the fuck's a fox? There he is. Huh. Interesting, right at the corner there. He's got a two fox right along the road there. Driveway. Hi, friend. It's like 5 feet into the woods on the far side. He's a regular here, but he was yipping at someone else. Maybe another fox close by. Okay. I say okay, and then I keep going. I made the mistake of putting like one tiny stem of Jerusalem artichoke here last year. Maybe, no, that must have been 2 years ago, but it's trying to establish here now as well, and will unless I do something about it. That's all right. Okay, now I'm done for real.